What does the future hold for student loan forgiveness? This question looms large for many. The topic of student loan forgiveness is not just a headline, it's a reality that affects millions of Americans every day. The weight of student loan debt can feel like carrying a mountain on your shoulders, and right now, that mountain's future is uncertain. Recently, the Biden administration proposed a plan targeting those struggling the most with student loan debt. The plan is designed to offer relief to borrowers whose balances exceed their original loan amount and students from low-quality schools. It's a beacon of hope for some, yet a source of confusion for others. This proposal, along with the ongoing lawsuits and changes in loan servicers, has made the landscape of student loan forgiveness a winding path, filled with turns that could lead to relief or further financial burden. It's a path being watched closely, not just by those affected, but by policymakers, financial institutions, and the nation as a whole. With millions of lives hanging in the balance, the stakes are high. Let's delve deeper into this pressing issue and try to untangle the knots of uncertainty that surround it. The Biden administration's proposal for loan forgiveness has a targeted approach. Rather than a broad sweep of debt relief, this proposal zeroes in on struggling borrowers, specifically those with loan balances that exceed their original amounts. This means if you borrowed $10,000 and now owe $15,000 due to interest and fees, you could be a prime candidate for relief. This proposal also sheds light on students from low-quality schools, acknowledging the uphill battle they face in a competitive job market with a degree that holds less weight. The administration has identified several indicators of financial hardship that will be taken into account. These include unreasonable loan balances and payments relative to income, high childcare and healthcare expenses, and other debt obligations. Other factors, such as disability or age, are also recognized as contributors to financial strain. Moreover, the Biden proposal doesn't just stop at identifying these issues. It aims to take action to address them, showing a commitment to helping those burdened by student debt. But it's important to remember that this is just a proposal. The Department of Education is set to hold further discussions, indicating that this proposal is still in its formative stages. The pandemic-induced pause on student loans has brought temporary relief, but it also raises new concerns. The Biden administration finds itself in legal hot water over the extension of this pause. Critics argue that the extension is unlawful and that it negatively impacts nonprofit employers. However, the Department of Education maintains the legality of the pause. The pause's future is now intertwined with the litigation over the student loan forgiveness program. A payment restart date will be determined based on the outcome of this lawsuit. This puts a lot of weight on the shoulders of the Supreme Court, which is expected to rule on the forgiveness program in late June or early July. The implications of this ruling are far-reaching. If the court allows the forgiveness program to proceed, qualifying borrowers could see up to $20,000 of their debt canceled. This would provide significant relief to those struggling with student loan debt. However, if the court rules against the program, the pause on loan payments could be lifted. This would mean that borrowers would have to resume their payments, which could prove challenging for many, particularly those who have been financially impacted by the pandemic. The court's decision will also impact the future of student loan payments more broadly. If the forgiveness program is upheld, it could pave the way for more comprehensive student loan reform. If it's struck down, however, it could signal a return to the status quo, with borrowers shouldering the full burden of their debt. The fate of the forgiveness program and the future of student loan payments are now in the hands of the Supreme Court. Changes are on the horizon for the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program and income-driven repayment plans. The Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program is set to undergo significant changes. These alterations will allow late or installment payments to count towards loan forgiveness. Even time spent in deferment or forbearance will be considered. Additionally, borrowers consolidating their loans will receive credit for past payments. The criteria for full-time employment in a public sector job will also be simplified, making it easier for more individuals to qualify for the program. Simultaneously, a new income-driven repayment plan is in development. This is a result of proposed changes by the Biden administration that aim to reduce monthly payments and total loan amounts. The changes would cap payments at 5% of discretionary income and forgive remaining balances after 10 years of repayment. However, the rollout of Biden's forgiveness program has caused confusion for borrowers, raising questions about the administration's authority and the future of student loan forgiveness. Despite this, the potential changes to both the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program and the income-driven repayment plans mark a significant shift in the student loan landscape. These changes, if implemented, could significantly alter the landscape of student loan repayments. The world of student loan forgiveness is fraught with uncertainties, but it's essential to stay informed. We've delved into the Biden administration's proposal, focusing on relief for struggling borrowers. We've also examined the legal challenges surrounding the pause on loan repayments and discussed the potential impact of the Supreme Court's ruling. The proposed changes to the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program and income-driven repayment plans could bring significant shifts to how loans are repaid. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay tuned for more updates on this critical issue affecting millions of Americans.